and then coming out of your room or your studio one day and say, okay, I have the amazing course and now I will start selling it. It doesn't work this way.
Let's continue on that path. So if you figure out the quality is not the most important thing is that it clicks to your audience. So test it, do the small thing, as you said, test it. Now you get a little bit of a feeling what your niche is, how you continue there.
You might, at the end of the way, you might bring in the cameras and make the course even more premium and sell it at a better price and wear a tie. You can charge, I guess, extra for wearing the tie, but this is not how we start. But the getting the feedback means that you also start creating your audience. So making a course ready and then coming out of your room or your studio one day and say, okay, I have the amazing course and now I will start selling it. It doesn't work this way. Who are you going to sell it to? You have to start creating an audience and putting yourself out there as an entrepreneur, as an influencer, as an expert in your field. This is how you will start creating and identifying your audience. So the first thing that advice that we give to people, like do a 30-minute free mini course around a subject that you feel is important and where you could sell a course and put it out there. Immediately, along with the feedback, you start creating, you have the roots of your audience, because some people will like it, some people will share it, some people will subscribe to your newsletter, and then you will be able to send them your next video and your next blog post and your next tweet. So this is how you start growing your audience. This is how you understand what they feel, where they study, which blogs they frequent, in which Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups they participate. And this is where you will find your next 100 customers and your next 1,000 customers. So unless obviously there are professionals or trainers or businesses where you have a very clear vision of where your students are, where your customers are, you have an industry, it could be hotels, it could be banking, it could be something very professional where you, if you're lucky, you already have a list of 10,000 potential customers. That's amazing. Then it means that you already have you already have validated that there is demand. So you can bring in the cameras and start recording and be ready to sell. If you don't have that, you have to start creating your audience, discovering your message and your positioning and your USP, your unique sales proposition in the process. And this is how you will end up with the audience to sell your courses. And this audience, and this is also something that we see daily in social media, they connect with you. So you create a community around your content. This is not just you selling something out of the blue, coming one day and say, okay, I want to take your money and I give you my course. But they know you, they follow you, you position yourself also as an expert. And this is another thing that our customers, I know, are finding very valuable, that what the ebook used to be back in 2000, the online course is today. So back then you had to have an ebook, even free, or even publish it to capture leads. So you could give it in your website so that people download it and you get their emails, or to portray yourself as an expert, because right now you're not just a businessman, you were an author. You had a book published. Even if you self-published it yourself and you put it, I don't know, in a PDF in Amazon, you were a publisher. So this is something that could enhance yourself, your persona as an expert. You can do that now with an online course. You can, something that you know, and there are tons of people out there that can benefit from your experience, from my experience, from anybody's experience. Anybody can teach something they know it particularly well. Then you can go out there and enhance yourself, create an online course, just give it out for free for starters. But it's increasingly, it's very likely that you will grow an audience and you will be able to start selling. And this can be a perfect side income for you. Obviously, it can also enhance your existing marketing. We get, some of our customers are doing some amazing stuff through online courses. Teaching or training is not their primary business, but this is how they identify leads. For example, in the real estate business, you can put out an online course about, I don't know, how to flip a course, or how to flip a house, or how to fix it for selling or rental or anything. And there are all these people that flock to this knowledge, and then you create an audience that you can potentially then sell your services, sell your coaching, sell your software, sell your business, sell your products. So education, we knew that, but I admit that even we hadn't realized how powerful this is. Education is a very powerful form of marketing. Just by giving out knowledge, and you can profit either directly by selling online courses or by creating connections with your audience, which can be your customers, your employees, your associates, whatever this may be.
Beautiful. The next thing is then to get the pricing right. We have many clients who have maybe online courses as the smallest way that you can purchase something from them, and you walk up the ladder then. And then there are some clients who try to avoid selling online courses and go directly to their main high selling product. What is your observation seeing the whole industry? What is the right pricing and and how does it fit in the different business models that you see?
Mm-hmm. Well, as you mentioned, there are so many different models, and every day I think I come into contact with a new business model from our customers. Somebody every day thinking something new, and we say, oh, that's a great idea. We should tell also to all other customers so they can benefit. So we have seen customers that are selling very low priced courses. This can be $5, $10. One example that comes to mind is a lady with a great online school teaching kids how to, or mothers, how to knit little dresses for dolls. So it can be just a little course, like 20-minute video teaching how to make a great little dress, and this thing costs $5. But if you have 10,000 customers from all over the world, because it's now perfectly possible, you can scale this. You are not limited to your city or your audience or your continent or your time zone. You can put it out there, and this can sell like crazy all around the world. Then this becomes something meaningful. The most expensive courses that we see, and this could be $2,000-$3,000 per course, are when it comes to professional skills. So people that are willing to invest a lot in order to get a raise, to get their next job, for example, courses around web development or becoming a data scientist. Data scientists, one of the most sought after professions in around IT. So a developer is willing to pay a lot because it's an investment. You invest in an online course, and out of that you can get a contract, or you can get a next raise or a next job that will bring you 100 times that. So at that point, you're willing to do that. So it's not an online course. Definitely, it's not cheap, and this is something that we realize every day under this extreme COVID situation. What we realized in relation to COVID is that all the trends were already there. The trends for online courses, the trends for knowledge products, digital products that you can sell. We are living in a knowledge society and a knowledge economy. So the most important thing that we have is knowledge. Health also, but health depends on knowledge and our scientists being able to do their thing. So the trends were already there, but even remote working was already there as a trend. You might be doing it. I have done it, and I'm still doing it part of my week. What COVID did is accelerated that by 10 or 20 or 50 times. So now I hope that all this thing goes away very, very fast. But already we have students that are paying, or they would be starting a master's in one of the top universities, paying, I don't know, 50,000 euro or dollars to go to a top university, and they will be doing that through Zoom and through remote classes. So is it the degree, is it the stamp that you get, or is it the knowledge that you acquired that can land you your next idea, your next business that you will create, or something like that? So of course it's not cheap. The knowledge that is there can be very important and can be transformative to a person. And we come with people that say, okay, how much should I price this course? And everybody always try to start low, from a low price. Obviously we're afraid, and let's start with 40 euro, and then we put it up there to 100. Again, feedback is important, and being able to get in touch with your students and see what kind of value they get out of an online course. A course can be transformative for somebody, for their business, for their lifestyle, for their health, for their well-being. So you want to price it on a similar level. You want to price it not on the cost that you paid for developing the course, but on the value that people get out of these courses. And you don't have to have the perfect price from day one or even from year one. This is something that you can improve over time. And some of our customers, what they're doing, they're launching a first version of the course, they improve it, and then once they have the improvement, they launch a version 2, which has also sometimes much larger pricing, because now they can understand what they offer to people, so they can charge more for something that is valued more.
Beautiful. So we had the costs, we covered the pricing.
The highest calling right now is to be of service. So the best sales is to not sell at all, but instead to serve the people you care about. Selling is telling. So who do you serve? And how do you serve them? The quality of this experience makes the difference. If you want our experts to go over your current sales funnel and really dive into the experience and the needs of your clients at each conversion point and make it a wow experience, then you are in luck, because we have an exercise for you. Our 15-minute sales audit and one-on-one coaching with a world-class sprint coach. Fill out a couple of questions about your sales funnel and you will have clarity. In your personalized coaching session, you will get clarity on your number one bottleneck, 3 ideas on how to accelerate your growth, and a tangible sales map on how to double your conversions. Go to strategysprints.com/sales and do our 15-minute free sales audit today.